Ascendance story. I think you have actually repeat that story quite some time, on the foundation by the 4 founders, and it has always been a great story, right? Okay, so Catherine has the question on how do you enter Ascendance? Perhaps you can share with the viewers what Ascendance is all about and how do you get started.
So yeah, thank you for the question. Ascendance basically is a youth movement and social enterprise run by students as young as 8, 9 years old to 24 years old, where we basically work with the Ministry of Education in schools around Selangor to help everyday students discover what they love doing, how they can start working on that while they're still in school, and achieve holistic success. So basically get them to figure out what their passion is, get them to work on it, and get them to be successful in it without having to graduate yet or having to grow up yet, in a way. And one of the things is Ascendance, again, is a very personal story to all of the founders. There were 4 founders. I'm one of them only. And it started because again, to that talk show where I was a participant there, but I wasn't the only one. So there were other students there as well, many of whom were also there because their parents were there. And there was our CEO today, Madhura, who was about 19 at that time. There was another one of our founders, Hira, who was 16, Sanad, who was, I think, 15 at that point of time, and I was 13. And one of the things is we learned a lot from being in that platform. We learned about how our thoughts work. Things like how I mentioned earlier, how you manifest your reality in a way. We learned about how we can achieve anything we wanted in our life, and we started applying it in our day-to-day life. So I started getting the scholarship. Kira, another one of our founders, actually started becoming a musician. She always wanted to be a singer. So even at that age, she was already having shows, she was already releasing her singles, she was performing. She's actually up today an award-winning singer-songwriter. Our other founder wanted to be a filmmaker, Sanit. So he started working on video projects. Today he has his own documentary out. And even Madhura, our CEO now, she started just as an accounting student. And she set and achieved a goal of getting an internship into the top 4 accounting companies out there. She even actually became a junior partner in an accounting company that was existing in ET Ideas already. So all of us, in a way, started achieving small success. And we just wanted, in a way, for our friends to have the same opportunity. So we would invite them. We have this talk show at this point in time. Would you like to come? Would you like to join us? And things like that. And we realized that for a lot of them, they would tell us things like, I have homework, it's too late, my mom won't let me go out, and stuff like that. So for us, it was like, here is a great opportunity. You can do what you love doing. You can start now. Don't have to wait till you're older. And you say, well, homework, how now? So we actually formed Ascendance with the idea that if they couldn't come to us, we would go to them. We would bring this platform where anyone can start working towards learning about themselves and living their life to the fullest. And we would take this platform and bring it to every single student out there so that they would have the same opportunity as us. And it started by us having talks in orphanages, children's homes, tuition centers. And we realized that a lot of these students already had a mind block against people like our mentors. It could be age factor, it could be other factor and things like that. But they themselves were not receptive to listening. And in a way, that's when our mentors told us that you guys have small successes in your life. They might not be big things, but maybe this is what you need to be able to connect to youngsters. So Ascendance started out with us just sharing our own experiences of applying these things in our day-to-day life. Eventually, the students we were sharing with started showing their own results. Some of them went on to become international dancers. Some of them start from failing all their subjects, started getting straight A's, straight B's, and things like that. And as these small successes became apparent, we formed Ascendance. And even people like some people at the Ministry of Education kind of picked it up and said, why don't you pilot this in a few schools and so on. So today, what we do is we basically provide a platform, normally offline, but recently we started an online platform as well called Say What, where students can gain access to this information and work with each other to basically achieve the goals that they want right now, despite of any circumstances.
Okay, thank you, Harsha, on sharing the Ascendance story. I think you have actually repeat that story quite some time, on the foundation by the four founders, and it has always been a great story, right? That's why you always have the passion to repeat it. I think what you have been doing with the kids, with the youth, has been amazing, and everyone love a transformation story, right? On how someone can go from a zero to a hero, and if you can help more youth to realize that, that is actually is a really good initiative. And we have this question from the audience.